So I just want to say before we dive into the video that I apologize for the horrible audio that you're about to hear with my very obnoxiously loud computer fans going off the entire time in the background. I've had so many issues with trying to get this video to work, so in order to get it to you in a timely fashion, I might as well just go with what I have and put it out there and learn for the next time. So again, sorry about that. Please forgive me. Please still subscribe. Still like the video. Thanks. Okay, yeah, that's all. Bye. So this is literally my fourth time filming this video. For some reason, my camera decided to turn off and stop recording multiple different times. So needless to say, I am going to be trying to whip through this as quickly as I can in order to actually get this video made, even though it's probably not going to be as heartfelt or whatever as the previous attempts were, but we'll get through it, and I just really hope you guys can still hear my mission through it. So I know in my intro video I talked about wanting to start a commune and kind of just left it there and didn't really go over exactly what I meant by that, what was all going to be included in it. So I wanted to have this video to flesh that out a little bit more, especially with the typically negative connotations that come with the term commune. I mean, I probably shouldn't even really have used that term. I probably should have just said community in the first place, but oh well, can't change the past. So yeah, there's a lot of different reasons I want to start this thing, but there's three primary ones that I wanted to go over right now, just so everyone can have a little bit better of an idea of what it is I'm going to be doing. So the first main thing that we're going to be focusing on is tiny living and minimalism, because what I've seen for myself, if you're new here, I've been building a tiny house in the mountains. What I have learned from that in trying to pare down my life to be able to fit in 250 square feet has been really great. Just to be able to feel a better sense of freedom and lightness? I don't know. But basically just getting all the stuff out of my life and just focusing on the few things that I want to have it be about, and getting rid of all other distractions has been something that's really been great for me. It's been great to just have less to clean, especially with how lazy I can be sometimes. It's nice to not have to clean as much. It's nice to not have to think as much or take care of as much, especially with a cat who likes to claw every piece of fabric that's hanging in front of her face. Anyway, it's been really great to just kind of start getting more into minimalism and kind of pull away from the whole consumerist side of things and be just so obsessed with always reaching for bigger and reaching for better and just hoarding more and more and more and taking more in for myself. Whereas I'm limited to the amount I can take for myself, but once I'm full, I'm able to spend more time and more resources on reaching out to other people and to be able to do things for others. So that's the main thing, number one. Number two is going to be hydroponics. I guess technically not hydroponics by itself, but more desert agriculture as a whole. As many of you rightly assume, it is not the easiest to start a farm or really grow anything in the desert, and there's obvious reasons for that. We have poor soil, we don't have enough water, we have temperature extremes, especially being a high desert, because right now we're literally a mile above sea level, and it gets really hot in the summer and it can get really cold in the winter. So it's all over the place there, and managing that with our other setbacks, it doesn't really create a good environment for growing food. However, with hydroponics, since you're growing out of the soil and usually in a contained environment such as a greenhouse, you can potentially save up to 90% of your water if you do it properly, all while saving so much space. As everyone knows, with standard agriculture, you just plant in the ground and that's all you got. But with hydroponics, you can stack on top of each other and condense everything into a tighter space. Also, since you're controlling all the chemicals for everything, you can provide the exact nutrients that all the plants need for growing whatever it is, whether they're leaf vegetables, root vegetables, fruiting bodies. All that stuff can be grown hydroponically. And this whole topic kind of needs a whole video of its own, so I'll stray away from this for now. We'll circle back to it in the future, but I want to get on to the third point, which is the most important thing. And it kind of wraps everything together like an intellectual and emotional filet mignon, where this is the bacon that's going to be going around it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this isn't something I typically like to talk about that much, but it's what's happened to me over the past few years in order to come up with these ideas and these ambitions to start this business and to really take it from something that's just an idea and making it a reality. But I'd say for probably longer than I'd be able to acknowledge or realize, I have been suffering with varying levels of depression. But it's been something that's constant. It's been always with me up until about 2 years ago now, once I finally saw my therapist. But up until that point, all these things that I am talking to you about were just interests to me. And yes, they eventually did grow into passions per se and things I was really interested in. But they never took off from that into being anything more than that. And I know everyone's always, oh, follow your passion, follow your passion. But passion's kind of a fleeting thing. One, it can change. And I don't know, every time I think of passion, I just think of like a flash in the pan, like it's a nice bright hot flame and then it's just gone. And then you're looking for the next thing to do that, or the next thing, and that's not really sustainable. The main thing I want people to be able to find through this experience and this community is mission. And what I mean by that is primarily something where their attention not only just goes into what they're interested in, but seeing the things that they're interested in and skilled in and saying to themselves, how can I use these gifts in order to benefit other people? Can I be teaching them something? Can I be producing something for them? And I'm not saying that I want everyone who comes through this community to be focused solely on tiny living and agriculture and minimalism. That's my thing. But if they find something else through this experience and through learning from plants and learning from other people, and really being able to work through the depressive state and to be able to find that mission and that grounding in life, I think that would be the greatest thing ever. And especially with my faith, that has been like the main thing through all this. Is without my faith, none of this would really even be a thing right now. I've been a Christian my whole life, but until 2 years ago, going to the therapist who also was a Christian and really he was listening to the Spirit and whipped me into shape. The only way I've been really able to describe it to people is like I had a big scab on my chest, and like that first day of talking to him was like that scab got pulled off and all of the wounds had fresh oxygen getting to them, and there was like that just kind of healing life that felt like it was flowing through me. It was the weirdest thing that I have ever experienced, but I want to be able to assist in other people finding that as well, especially after the pandemic and everything that's gone on the past almost year now, with people losing jobs, losing family members, losing so many senses of normalcy. I want to be able to start something that fosters people not just looking into themselves, finding passion, or just finding mission, but finding God in the end of it. I honestly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that Jesus is the reason that we are here. And with every way that my life has gone, that's all that this is about now. And while it's something, yes, I'm passionate about, yes, I'm missional about, but it's ultimately his in the end. I can be the one to start making it a reality. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my camera's about to run out of space or stop recording me again, so I won't belabor this anymore. I just wanted to go over this and explain a little bit further on what it is I'm looking to do. I'm really glad you guys decided to stop in and chat with me, or at least hear me word vomit on you, so we'll see if I can edit it into something somewhat intelligible in the end. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys.